There are several challenges to produce an assessment of groundwater quality on a global scale. In this video, we are going to take a look at the most important methodological ones, but also at some opportunities to use new approaches. Priority contaminants in general include salinity, acidity, major ions, nitrate, microbiological pollutants, contaminants of emerging concern, and geogenic parameters such as arsenic, iron, manganese, fluoride, and radionuclides. However, a major question is, what groundwater quality parameters can be brought into a global water quality assessment while bearing in mind that most groundwater quality issues are local? Whatever parameters are monitored, it is essential to ensure that the data are as accurate and reliable as possible. Often, laboratories performing the chemical analysis are accredited and have established quality procedures. However, the field sampling and analysis rarely has this level of quality assurance. Many pollution sources are localized, in addition to the significant natural variations in geology and hydrogeology across the aquifer systems of the planet. This means that pollution impacts on wells are often site-specific, making regional upscaling of results difficult. Local studies will need to be upscaled to regional assessments, but how should this be done? Machine learning has been used with good results, at a large scale and for geogenic contaminants, such as fluoride. These types of approaches still require more research before they can be applied at a global scale for contaminants introduced or at least mobilized by human activities, including salinity, chloride, microbes, nitrates, and more. One major complexity of assessing groundwater quality arises from the 3D nature of flow systems. Groundwater systems are often highly heterogeneous, meaning that samples from wells in close proximity may produce very different results, especially if they are taken from different depths. It is therefore necessary to monitor groundwater quality at different depths, using special borehole designs, such as cluster piezometer nests, or using multi-level devices. Other complexities are the long transport times involved in many groundwater flow systems. Groundwater pollution and rehabilitation may take place over considerably longer timescales than a surface water contamination problem. For example, nitrate currently stored in the unsaturated zone may result in contamination of the underlying aquifers for many decades. As well as long-term issues, groundwater quality may vary seasonally or respond to local short-term rainfall. Microbiological contamination of wells, for example, is often closely related to individual rainfall events. Hence, monitoring programs should be designed to collect groundwater quality data at the required frequency to show the temporal changes. For river systems, sampling downstream along the river gives an integrated picture of the water quality pressures from the catchment, but this is not the case with groundwater systems. Often, boreholes designed for monitoring water levels are subsequently adopted for measuring water quality, even though their location and construction may be unsuitable or suboptimal for this purpose. The construction materials, sample collection, and handling procedures must be chosen to avoid reporting false positives and false negatives. Field personnel need to be trained to a high level to ensure that they can obtain representative samples. Remote sensing Earth observations, which are widely used to assess surface water quality, also have groundwater applications. Although Earth-observing satellites do not provide direct measurements of groundwater quality, recent research shows that they can produce proxies related to groundwater contamination processes and thereby provide indirect insights. One study showed that Earth observations about population density, road density, precipitation, temperature, and land cover in Uganda and Bangladesh were strongly correlated with microbial contamination levels in shallow groundwater. More generally, Earth observations can support predictive modeling efforts, as they can provide additional variables to include in predictive models. For example, predictions of nitrate and herbicide concentrations in groundwater rely on information about anthropogenic activities, such as land cover and population density, which can be derived from Earth observations. For more information, please visit www.groundwater-quality.org and read our perspective paper.